Okay, syllabus breakdown. Today we're going to go through our orange belt for our adults and junior syllabus. So don't forget, there's a different syllabus for the kids and then there is for the juniors and adults. So make sure you look for the right one. Okay, first technique is our hammer fist. Now, one of the things people tend to get wrong with the hammer fist is when they throw it, so hammer fist comes around this way. It actually comes around in a circular motion. It doesn't come straight down. It's not like a hammer like we're hammering a nail in. It comes around the side of the head. So we're aiming for the temple. So keep your hands up. So I've got my guard nice and tight. I'm here. I'm going to shuffle forwards, or I step, or whatever it is. I come up here. I turn my hand out almost. And using this part of the hand, this part right here, we come around, aiming for the temple. So I come up, around, circular motion, coming around the side head. Okay, next one, reverse punch, uppercut. Now, firstly, when we throw the reverse punch in combination, sometimes people get sloppy with it. They don't aim for the right places. Remember, a reverse punch is aiming to the chest. Now, if we've got our T-Mac shirt on, we're aiming straight between the M and the A. Right here, right in the chest, in the sternum, straight to the body. So even though I'm throwing my reverse punch in a combination, I still want to see it going to the body, here, nice and strong. I step in with that reverse punch and back. So I step in, I reverse punch the body, and from here, with the guard up here, notice my hand is up, I'm going to come up under the chin into my uppercut. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. So reverse punch body, uppercut under the chin. When we throw the uppercut, careful not to pull it back. I want to throw it back like this, almost with the forearm. Here, it's actually slightly angled out, coming under the chin. So I go reverse punch, uppercut, and back. 1, 2, here. So reverse punch to the body, uppercut under the chin, guard up, back to our guard position. And don't forget as well, so as I throw my reverse punch, I twist in with the hip, throwing the backhand to the body. Then from here, with this backhand up, as this hand pulls back, I alternate into my uppercut. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. Here, here, and back. So reverse punch, uppercut, back to my guard position. Keeping the hands high all the time. We can't drop these hands. Can't stress this enough, especially at this point in the training. So anything from sort of the reds all the way up to like the oranges, we like to really focus on keeping those hands up so that we don't have to remind you later when you're getting punched and kicked in the head. Okay, ridge hand, whirlwind. Now, there's a bit of debate about the ridge hand. Sometimes people do this kind of almost backward slap with the hand. This isn't right, at least not from our syllabus. In our traditional Laogar, the ridge hand comes around the side of the head, and we're using this part of the hand. It comes around the side and back. Yeah, so I'm here, ridge and back. I throw my ridge hand, turn the hand out, side of the hand, this part here, coming around the side of the head. So on orange belt we're doing it in a combination, so we're going ridge hand, and we're coming up into our whirlwind. So the whirlwind, people tend to throw a whirlwind, kind of swing it like this, but actually I want to lean over the front leg. So I lean over my front leg, slightly lean forwards as I shoot the hand up above the head. Then I push it all the way through and it wraps my body. Imagine like I'm kind of giving myself a little hug. So I've gone ridge hand, whirlwind, and back. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. So ridge hand, whirlwind goes up. Again for the whirlwind, we're using this section of our hand, and it's coming over, almost like a cricket. In cricket, when you see the cricket bowlers, almost the same kind of thing. Not all the way from the back, like I'm not doing this, I'm doing this, and then through. So ridge, whirlwind, back to our guard position. So I go the opposite way, ridge hand, shoot the hand up, whirlwind, wrap, and back. 1, 2. And again, just to emphasize, this section of the hand is what we're hitting with. So the ridge hand, the first one, here, the whirlwind, here, just coming down. It's not this is wrong, completely wrong, don't do that. Okay, slip, jab, cross. So what I'm going to do, firstly, I'm going to keep my hands up, keep my hands nice and high, keep myself protected. I'm going to slip towards my back leg. So I slip out and up. So if I've got my centre line, in front of me, I slip out here and I pop back up onto that line. As I pop up, I'm going to throw my jab. So slip, jab, slip, jab. Here, I slip towards my back leg, so I'm right now right leg in front. I slip towards my back leg and I shoot up with my jab, twisting my cross and back. Slip, jab, cross and back. So from here I slip towards my back leg, jab, cross. When I slip, if you imagine a centre line going straight through the middle of me, straight through here, I want to get off this line. So all I really want to do is get my head off this line, off this line. There's some great videos of Mike Tyson here, guard up, slipping loads of shots. I'm sure if you go on YouTube, Mike Tyson head movement training or something like that, you'll see a load of them. It's amazing getting those short movements and making sure as well, again, if this is my centre line, when I slip I don't need to be here, I've gone too far. I only actually need to get myself off this line. If you imagine this as a jab, so this punch is coming towards my head, I just get myself off that line so that shot hopefully misses me or at least grazes past me and doesn't land flush on my head. So again, guard up, I'm going to slip towards the back leg just off the centre line, and I'm going to pop up, jab, cross and back. So slip, jab, cross and back. If I was going to go the other way, I'd slip, I'd pop up, jab, cross and back. But for this grade we're going towards the back leg here, and we're going to pop in 1, 2 and back. Other thing, when I slip, I don't want you to come up with the shot like this. I don't want to kind of go this. I want to slip up, 1, 2, slip, 1, 2, slip, 1, 2. Yeah? So slip, jab, cross. Okay, on orange, but we also have some blocks. It's the first time the blocks really come in where we have to know the names. We use them in other grades, palm blocks, upper blocks, things like that. But in orange belt, you're graded on them, so you need to know them. So the first one is upper blocks. I'm going to do them with my front hand, my left hand, and I'm going to throw counters with my right hand. Now, there's no particular counter that you have to do, but from the syllabus, if you block with your front hand, counter with your back hand, your right hand. So if I'm left fighting stance, my first thing is the upper block. So I'm going to shoot the hand up above my head, comes up here, using the forearm. Now, a lot of the blocks we use tend to be with the hands, like palm blocks, things like that. But for the upper block, and for all these blocks, most of these blocks, we're using the forearm. The forearm is the block. So perhaps if someone does a back fist, I'm going to shoot with the back fist. I'm going to upper block, and I'm going to throw my reverse punch to the body. So here, upper block, reverse and back. Upper block, reverse and back. So I block with that front hand again. Make sure this isn't close to my head, for obvious reasons. If someone hits this, I'm going to feel that on my head. I want to take it slightly away from my body. You know, there's a gap here between me and my arm, and also it's angled up. It's not here. It's not in front of me. It's angled up slightly above my eye line, so that when I block, I can see where I'm throwing my punch. And also what it does is when we throw the back fist as an attack, and someone does the upper block, pushes this up, and it opens up this big old space for you to land that reverse punch. So here, upper block, reverse punch, back to our guard position. So other way, I'm going to upper block, reverse punch, and back again. Forearm blocks, turn hand out, facing out towards them, guard up, then I'm going to twist in, push the hip in, remember reverse punch. Good technique, going to twist that hip, I'm going to throw the punch through the body, aiming just above the chest, and back to my guard. So lean, upper block, reverse, and back. Here, nice, upper block, reverse. Middle block. So middle block. With the middle block, we actually use this in Little Dragons. But if I've got my right leg in front, my guard is up. My middle block, we're actually turning out almost like the ridge hand, actually, similar to the ridge hand. I'm going to block here. So again, I'm using this part of my hand and my forearm here to block across the body. So I've gone here, I'm going to throw my reverse punch and back. So middle block, reverse, notice the guard switch and back. So here, middle block with the front hand, fingers together, not splayed out. Thumb is tucked in. So I've got this, and using this section to block with. So it comes across the head this way. This again, this comes from our traditional Lao Gar, where we'd do steps and things. So here, middle block, reverse and back. 1, 2. Again from the other side, middle block across, reverse. So middle block, sorry, guard up, reverse. 1, 2 and back. The block is going across the face, the counter reverse punches to the body. Okay, lower block, had to move the camera down a little bit for this one, so the guard's up. I'm going to push down towards the floor. Now, most of you should have done a lower block. This is mainly used when we do off a side kick or a lower block, come over the top, especially in the points. So we lower block with the front hand. This time, we're actually using the palm of the hand to shoot the leg towards the floor. Here, we have to control that leg, get on top of it. So I angle out in front of me slightly. It's not close to my body like this. Obviously, if I did this off a kick and I catch someone's sort of at the ankle or the shin, lower part of the shin, they're still going to hit me. So I need to try and get here, try and block that leg and then cut in. So stay side kick, lower block, reverse punch over the top. So I'm here, I'm ready, lower block with the front hand in front, step in with the reverse punch. Here, 1, 2, and this way, lower block with the front hand, reverse punch over the top, lower block, reverse. Okay, stepping away side kick. So what we're going to do, angle you a little bit. What we're going to do, I'm going to step away with my back leg. So my guard is up. I'm going to step out with my back leg here. So it's almost like what I'm doing. I'm in my right stance right now, my right stance. I'm going to turn. So I'm kind of left stance facing away, step away. As I step away, I'm going to throw the side kick with my front leg. So I step away, side kick, step back in, step away, side and back. So again, with the side kick, so I've stepped, the chamber comes up, make sure you've got a good chamber, push the heel in, then I step back into where I was. So step away, side, step back in. Again, the other way. So I'm here, guard up, I step away towards that back leg. Notice I've turned the shoulder slightly, lead leg, side kick, stepping in, step, side and back. Nice. Make sure you keep the hands up, make sure you keep a strong chamber. When we have a side kick, the chamber comes up here and then pushes in this way. It's not just a round kick with the foot turned out. So I step away, side, step back in, outside axe kick. Then when we do the outside axe kick, it's the only axe kick we throw with a completely straight leg. It's always with the rear leg. Outside axe is always with the rear leg. So again, guards up, I'm going to step in with the rear leg, land in front and back. So it's kind of like a big giant step over something. So maybe use the dog or something, land in front. So the heel comes up, lands in front, and we step back. So I swing my leg up, land and back. And it's very important as well that we land the foot in front. Sometimes people, they throw the kicks, the axe kicks especially, and they scoot it to the back leg again. With the axe kicks, we actually want to land in front from a technique syllabus point of view. Remember, this is for syllabus, to understanding technique and demonstrating your ability to throw that technique and understand it. So with the axe kicks, we want to land in front, then step back, keeping the hands up the whole time. I don't want to swing my legs up, drop my hands here, and step back. Yeah, keeping the guard up nice and high. So here, and back, and back. So guards up all the time. Never drop those hands. Got a couple of lead leg combinations. All these kicks, they're multiple kicks off the front leg, So my guard's up. First one is round kick, side kick. So I'm going to come up into my chamber, round kick, keep the knee high, push into the side kick to the body. So 1, 2, and back. Back. So head, body, then stepping back. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. So round kick, side kick. Now, what often happens as people do multiple kicks, the hands slowly drop, trying to swing the leg up. Also, don't put your foot to the floor. So important. When you kick, you want to build that strength up for holding this chamber, so it doesn't need to hit the floor. Kick, hold it, push into this body, and then back out again. Don't kick, touch the floor, then kick again. I'd rather see the kick lower. I'd rather see this, boom, boom, sort of body height, rather than swinging up to the head for the first one. No control, losing the feet, hits the floor, and then stepping up again for the second kick. Better to do them lower, but be able to do multiple kicking. We have to build that strength. That's something you have to work on in your own time. Okay, next one, personal favourite, hook kick, round kick. So, firstly, the hook kick. When we throw the hook kick, take it across. I'm putting my heel across your face. So it's like a kind of a slap with my heel, if you like. So hands are up, hook, and back. But what we want to do is, after this initial hook kick, we'll keep the chamber and pop back with the round kick. Hook, round, and back. So I throw the hook kick, keep the chamber high, keep the guard up, then pop back with the round kick. 1, 2, and back. Hands up, and make sure on the round kick we're still pointing our toes. Again, build that strength up with some really good drills, some easy things you can do. Even just holding this, holding your chamber as long as you can. Little pulses, so holding your knee up, little pulses in front, holding it in all the positions for the kicks. Keeping your leg up, pushing it straight. Loads of things, loads of things. All about building up that hip strength and developing the strength to hold your leg up for longer. The longer you can hold your leg up, the better you're going to find multiple kicking. Because half the effort, without the technique, half the effort is actually having the strength to hold your leg high. If you can't hold your leg high, how are you possibly going to do multiple kicks? Your leg is big, and it's difficult to hold your leg in the air without putting it down. So you've got to build that strength up. It's not natural, it's something you've got to working on your own time. We've all got plenty of time on our hands, so it's the perfect opportunity to work on those chambers. Okay, last one, double round kick. Double round kick. So on our syllabus it's a double round kick. It says body then head, and head then body. So what that means is we need to be able to alternate between the two. What I tend to do when I do a grading is I tend to do alternating calls, or I'll do the first 5 calls as, for example, I might go double round kick, body head for the first 5, then head body for the second 5, or we might do alternating calls. So first call, body head, second call, head body, and we just alternate like that. So pretty straightforward. 2 round kicks, 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. What we want to try and get, body head if we can get there. If we can't, just try and show a clear difference. If that means going to the hip and then like to the rib, whatever, it doesn't matter. Obviously, in the long term, we want to work on it, improve it, make it as good as we can. But right now, the most important thing is to be able to hold the leg up and do the multiple kick. So even if that means 1, 2 in the same place, but we don't drop the leg, I personally prefer to see that someone's got the strength to hold the leg up, rather than sort of throwing the first kick and almost swinging the second one up. Or maybe they throw the first kick here and it drops to the floor for the second one. I prefer to see 1, 2, and someone trying to develop that strength. Obviously, orange belt is sort of going to, it's the end, to sort of really going towards the end of the junior level, going up towards the intermediate. So sort of from orange, black up to green is around intermediate. So around this level, we kind of expect to see someone be able to hold the leg up at least for the 2 kicks. But even if you can't do the body then head or head or whatever, happy to see the 2 round kicks to the body, more focus on holding the chamber and keeping it strong rather than swinging the leg up for the second shot. Again, for the round kick, make sure you've got good chamber here. Point my toes, 1, 2, here, 1, 2. I want to keep those hips as strong as possible, in a good position as possible, and try not to lose the balance too much. So when I'm here, when I kick, whatever it is, I don't want to sort of kick stumbling around. I want to be able to kick and stay in position. That's the most important thing for you to work on. So main things when we get to around orange belt, focus is building up the hip strength for the kicking. So we can do some chamber drills. One of the good ones, so the chamber drills, holding this, just pulsing, 30 seconds, have a rest, shake it off, lunge it out. Then the other leg, 30 seconds, so waist height, we're pulsing up from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, the whole time. Second drill, chamber up, just holding this, just use your fingers to support yourself, 30 seconds, then shake it off, then the other leg for 30 seconds, and then leg up, just going to push out, hold it, pull back, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Try and build this up as much as possible. If we can get up to like 20-30 seconds of holding our legs straight, we should have no real drama doing 2 kicks. So main things, like I say, orange belt, focus on placement of the techniques. You need to know the names of the blocks. The blocks are very important. We don't often use the names so much when we're doing fight sparring, and some of the blocks you don't use so much, like for example middle block, you'll kind of do this maybe, but you won't always do this. So you need to know the names of these blocks, very important, building up the hip strength for the kicks. So hopefully you've got something to work on there. If there's anything else on the grade that you want some tips on, some more advice, drop me a message, jump on the website. In the contact box I'm going to add a little contact thing on the bottom of the online page, just for you to ask questions. You know, I want to work more. I don't understand how to do an axe kick. I want to work more on hand combinations. Just have some tips for I don't know, putting hands together maybe. Whatever it is, just I'm going to add that on there today. So drop me a message. But hopefully, hope you're keeping up the positivity. Keep working, keep training, keep fit, and we'll see you soon.